Etsy can be a great choice for those wishing to engage in e-commerce and begin selling their products online. Do you need to learn how to start an Etsy shop? Hello, I am Gizem from Dopinger. In this video, we will discuss the details of how to start selling on Etsy. Before answering how to start an Etsy shop, let's get to know what Etsy is. Etsy is the world's largest global marketplace, mostly focused on handmade goods. It is also the best marketplace to sell handmade products, vintage goods, and the materials needed to make handmade products. To sell on Etsy, the products must fall under the categories of handmade, vintage, or crafting materials. For example, handmade products can include anything from jewelry and clothing to home decor and art. Vintage items can range from antique furniture to retro clothing, and crafting materials can consist of supplies for knitting, painting, and other artistic endeavors. With such a diverse range of products, there's always something for everyone at Etsy. If you want to sell handmade products, here are some important information. Handmade products must be made by you or designed by you. Products that bear your design but are produced by a third party also fall into this category. You must provide information about all production partners involved in producing the products. You can also sell digital products under this category. The photos you use when selling handmade products must be original. Now let's look at vintage products requirements. The products you sell as vintage must be at least 20 years old. The style is vintage, but newly manufactured products are not included in this category. Etsy reserves the right to request detailed information about the product you sell. The requirements for craft items are like that. Materials such as wool, yarn, and wood. Sewing materials and tools such as paint brushes, paints, and paint materials. Before starting the answer to the question of how to start an Etsy shop, let's talk about the advantages of Etsy. Etsy stands out as a superior choice among online sales platforms and traditional brick-and-mortar shops due to several compelling reasons. Firstly, Etsy boasts a vast buyer base including approximately 8 million people, which surpasses most Etsy alternatives and far exceeds the audience a brick-and-mortar shop can reach. Secondly, geographical restrictions are non-existent on Etsy. Unlike a physical shop that can only attract customers within its locality, an Etsy shop can be accessed by anyone with an internet connection. Thirdly, Etsy offers built-in advertising through Etsy Ads, allowing you to promote your products permanently in Etsy search, marketplace pages, and category pages. This feature is not available on all online marketplaces, giving Etsy a distinct advantage. Lastly, Etsy Plus provides additional business-friendly tools that most other online marketplaces lack. These tools enable you to customize your website, business cards, and shipping materials, ensuring that your brand makes an excellent first impression and reinforces it after your customers have made their purchases. This can be a crucial factor in retaining customers and building brand loyalty. When asking how to start an Etsy shop, you should consider the question of when selling on Etsy. The products you sell on Etsy must be completely your design. If there is a person who helps you with the design, you must describe this partner when entering the product. The photos you put during the product entry to sell on Etsy must be your own photos. If you plan to sell a vintage product, your product must be at least 15 years old. If your product is the design materials, you must present such products in the craft supplies category. Regarding the production and quality of these materials, Etsy expects you to be transparent. Now let's open your Etsy shop. Naturally, you need to open a store before selling on Etsy. The process may seem complicated to you at first, but don't worry. I will explain everything you need to do to open a store on Etsy. In this way, you can easily open your store and start doing e-commerce. The first step you need to take before opening your own Etsy shop is to open an Etsy account. For this, follow these steps. Go to the Etsy Sell website. Click the Get Started button in the center of the screen that opens. Enter your email address and click Continue. Enter your name and set your password on the screen that opens, or register automatically with one of the Google, Facebook, or Apple options. After logging into your account, you can enter the store opening page by clicking the Get Started button. After opening your account, you can start creating your own store. For Etsy store opening operations, you first need to determine the language, country, and currency options. Select your preferred language, country, and currency on the page that opens. Choose the best option that suits you just below the form. Click on the Save and Continue button. Specify your store's name on the open page and continue with Save and Continue. After specifying the store name, you will enter the product upload page. Here you can add the first product you want to sell. Put a photo of your product from different angles in the photos section. In the video section, you can add a 15-second video about your product. Then, in the listing details section, enter the title of your product, information about the product, category, refresh frequency, product type, description, and other information. In the inventory and pricing section, select the price of the product, the local and international price differences, and the quantity you want to have in stock. After that, in variations, you can add different variants of the product. The personalization section allows your customers to personalize their products. In the shipping section, you can enter shipping and dispatch information. After filling in all the information, click on the Save and Continue button. After you have entered your products, you need to determine how you will receive your payments. Select the country you are in. Enter the account details you wish to receive payments from. Enter your personal information. Add your address and telephone number at the end. Click Save and Continue button. Now it is time to enter your payment details. To sell on Etsy, there are several fees and payments that you'll need to keep in mind. These costs may include listing, transaction, payment processing, and shipping fees. Listing fees are charged each time you create a new listing for an item, and transaction fees are charged when you make a sale. Payment processing fees are charged when you receive payment from a buyer, and shipping fees are dependent on the shipping method you choose and the weight and size of your package. After entering your payment information, your store will open. From here, log in into your Etsy seller panel, edit it as you wish. Enter information about your brand and add all the rest of the details. Today, I tried to explain to you how to start an Etsy shop and help you learn all the necessary steps to sell on Etsy. We are hoping that this video will enlighten you through your Etsy journey. If you have further questions about Etsy, please ask them in the comment section below. See you in our next video.